Hello, my name is Tylluan. I'm a solitary pagan witch. I'm an author and the founder of the Wolf and Howl Press. And today's little chat is about thought forms. Now, when people know you're a witch, when they know you practice magic, they often fear that you are somehow dealing with demons. You are somehow conjuring up nasty things out of the ether that are going to cause mayhem everywhere. The fact is that there are nasty things out there which are being conjured up every single day with bullies and trolls and dogpiling on the internet. These things are being conjured up all the time, and they can be quite dangerous. And actually, as witches, far from summoning these things, we are in a better place to try and disperse them, particularly if they're bothering us. So, first of all, what is a thought form? Well, I did hear it described once as, oh, well, if you can imagine this lovely dessert, well, then that's a thought form. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. Thought forms tend to arise when we are brooding about something, when we cannot let things go, because we have millions of thoughts going through our heads every single day. Millions and millions of thoughts, and they don't all turn into thought forms. The problem with the thought form is the fact that we have given it form, or somebody else has. But we'll start by saying we have given it form. How have we done that? Well, we have brooded upon it. Somebody's been nasty upon us on our... Somebody's been nasty to us on our Facebook page, our Twitter feed, our YouTube channel, what have you. And we can't let it go, so we brood on it. We think of all the things we should have said. We keep going back and forth. Bear in mind, please, that there are people out there who must always have the last word. These are narcissists. Whatever you say, they will always have to have the last word, even if it's to say, yes, I agree. And you can have fun with these, actually. You can say, I'm glad. And you know what they're going to do. Yes, so am I. And you think, oh, can't you let it go? The point is, somebody has to let it go somewhere. And if you're dealing with somebody like that, who always has to have the last word, do ask yourself if they are really worth bothering with, because they can cause a lot of problems, which we'll come to in a minute. Part of the reason they cause problems, though, is because they won't let things go. And this business of not letting things go is where the thought forms dwell. They dwell in that little world where people are very much brooding. They're always, some people brood for years. You do find cases in newspapers you hear of where, somebody has held a grudge for years and years and suddenly gone and, attacked someone, pardon me, or sent them a nasty package in the post or something like that, because they cannot let it go. Because they feel that somehow that person has ruined their life. Now this creates a thought form. Thought forms need the thought, obviously. They need the energy that you're giving it. Now, you don't get that when you're thinking about a cream bun or a donut or something like that. You're not normally giving that an awful lot of energy. At least I hope not. Life is too short. But you need the thought. You need the energy that someone's putting into it. And there is also stuff out there which I was always taught is called elemental essence. And elemental essence is a kind of, it's a very low-grade energy. It's a low-grade sentience. Now, just as many pagans will believe that plants have spirits, trees have spirits, they are sentient, they are knowing, they have awareness. So this wretched elemental essence also has a level of sentience. It's quite a low level. It needs to be energized, and it can be energized for good. I know I called it wretched, that wasn't really fair. It can be energized for good, when people all get together and they start praying or sending blessings because someone is ill or, for a particular purpose, a good purpose, you can say, well, it's a good thing. Fair enough. But the trouble is, life being what it is, elemental essence all too often gets activated and energized when people are thinking and brooding on stuff which is very, very negative. because negative thoughts are easier than positive ones. Positive ones, you've got to really get yourself in the mood for it. Negative ones, they come out of nowhere. I mean, I know with me, I'm fairly peaceable. Hello, Noah. He's fairly peaceable too. Oh, don't slam on me, Noah. But although I would say I'm fairly peaceable, if people press the wrong buttons with me, I can assure you I will go up like a volcano. Takes a lot, but it has to be the right buttons, and I will go up like a volcano. And I will frighten even myself, and most people are capable of that. So, what we're talking about here is thought forms which are caused by negative thoughts, and they get picked up by this elemental essence. So if you think of the elemental essences out there looking for something to feed on, and along comes a nice juicy thought form. And of course it doesn't come once because you're brooding on it, so it's coming several times. And this elemental essence is sitting there chewing away and thinking to itself, this is nice, yum, yum, yum. You know, I know it's simple, but just trying to explain it. And of course, what will happen if it keeps feeding? It will get bigger. And the bigger it gets, the harder it is to get rid of. And one of the problems with thought forms is that they will attach themselves to our weak spots. And this is something I'm going to deal with in the next video. I think it would be better to leave it at that, with that little bit of information, and we'll come back to it with the second one. Okay, so thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back in a minute. Goodbye.